What's up, guys? Ryan here. It's your daily serving of rye bread. Stimulus Sunday again. Today's topic is overcoming adversity. Adversity is something that happens to us all in life. It can come in many forms. A loved one passes away. A girlfriend breaks up with you. You lose a job. You break a bone. Anything where it's difficult to deal with. It's like a roadblock in your life. And like I said, everyone has them. But what we want to do today is try to find ways to overcome this adversity. A lot of people always take the low road, which is the negative way to deal with it. They do self-pity. They feel bad for themselves. Oh, this always happens to me. Why? Why? Well, it always happens to you because, first of all, you're feeling negative. But it doesn't always happen to you. This happens to everyone, all right? When people say, oh, why do I always get sick? You don't always get sick, all right? If you were always sick, you wouldn't be complaining about this. You have to see how, for example, if someone has cancer, see how they're dealing with it. They deal with it so well. First of all, you got to accept the fact. And that's what they do. They accept, it's like, I have cancer, but I'm going to beat this. I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to keep fighting. That's how you got to figure out how to beat this. You got to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to react to things. Because if you just let it eat you up and take that self-pity, that low road, that adversity is going to last a lot longer than if you take a positive road and try to deal with it head on. You just first have to accept in life that adversity happens to everyone. Not just yourself, it's happening to everyone in the world. From, like I said, a minor thing to getting sick to a major thing of losing a job. It happens to everyone, but it's how you deal with it. I'll give you an example. All my clients know this. Back in July, I was in the best shape of my life. I was stronger than ever. I was at 8% body fat. And one night I got sick. I didn't really know what was happening, but I just didn't feel myself. So went to bed. I was like, I'm just going to sleep it off. Didn't work. I was still not feeling good. This lasted for another 3 weeks. Ended up going to the hospital one night. And then I left the hospital because we weren't getting results. Went to a physician's assistant, and basically they said, hey, you might have pericarditis. And that just flipped my world in half. I was like, are you serious? I have a heart condition right now? So I'm freaking out. And at first, of course, just like everyone does, I'm focusing on the negatives. I was like, why is this happening to me? I'm so healthy. I work out all the time. Why is this happening to me? And it was hard. And as you go through it, then you're like, you know what? I finally started to accept it right around the third or fourth week. I was like, this has happened, but I'm just going to rest up. I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to conquer this. Of course, every time I looked in the mirror, I was just like, man, my muscle mass is gone, completely gone. But I was like, I'm going to conquer this. So the first time I got word that, hey, it's not a heart condition, I'm like, all right, I still don't feel the best, but let's see what we can do. Ran a half mile, awful. Was out of breath. I was frustrated. I'm like, no, you're going to build on this one day at a time. Half mile turned into a mile. That 1 mile then turned into 12 miles of biking on vacation. That 12 miles of biking then turned into being able to lift weights again once I got back. That lifting weights session turned into attempting to do the burpee challenge, 100 burpee challenge, which I did. Not in the best time, but I did it. That 100 burpee challenge turned into working out 6 days a week again. That 6 days of working out a week turned into me being able to run 3 to 4 miles again. And that 3 to 4 miles just landed last weekend with me running my fastest 5K that I've ever done. So what I did, I got rid of the negative and I just focused on the positive. And I said, what can I do to really help myself overcome this? It was how I responded, what I did, and how I reacted to that adversity. And it helps because first I accepted that I got sick. Then I built up the motivation and the determination to say, I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get back to where I am. Number three, I had some great support systems to really talk to. Had some great friends, had some great family members that I could talk to. They've really helped me out along the way. And I put all that together and it helped me overcome it. And now I'm back to where basically I left off and ready to keep pushing hard. Um, and it could have lasted a lot longer, but it it didn't because I focused on the positives and really focused on what can I do to make this better instead of why is this happening to me. So read the tips below the video here to figure out what you can do to help yourself overcome adversity. And then just remember what you do and how you react to the adversity is going to determine how long that adversity lasts and what your life's going to look like down the road, or how you're going to deal with things down the road, if I may say. So just remember, adversity happens to everyone. It's going to be how you overcome it that determines what happens. All right, guys, it's been 3 weeks now of this blog. I appreciate all the love and support, everyone viewing these videos, everyone viewing the blog posts. Keep it up. Remember, I do this for you guys, okay? Have a happy Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow for Mobility Monday, week 4. See you guys.